Hi, everybody. So I'm back. For those of you who don't know, I'm actually writing a book on weight loss. And I just wanted to real quick share some quick things that I know will help you on your weight loss journey, whether you buy my book or not. I really am interested in helping other people because I know how it feels to be fat. I know how it feels to try to lose weight and you can't lose it, okay? So let me just do that real quick. First things first, no processed food while you are trying to lose weight. And I know people do not like that. They probably don't want to hear that. People think I'm playing when I say no processed food. I am not playing. I mean it. You do not need processed, convenience foods, or fast foods. The human race has survived for millions of years without any of that stuff. So it is proven unnecessary. It will hinder your weight loss efforts. So that means you need to cut out the restaurant food, the lunchroom food, and the fast food for a while you're trying to lose weight. So, if you must go to a restaurant, because we all have to live in the world, we live our lives, we have social lives, and, those of us might date or whatever. You can't just stay in your house all the time. If you must go out, then just sort of order what's low calorie on the meal. A lot of the popular chain restaurants, I know Applebee's does like a 550 meal, 550 calories, and I kind of rely on them a lot when I go out because I know at least they have a low calorie meal, and they're pretty decent tasting, to be honest. And I also think that I'm not sure if Chili's does or not. They might, but I would just check with them. But if you go out, order that meal, eat no more than half of that, and then box the rest up and take it home for another meal. And don't assume that a salad is going to automatically be low calorie. If you do that, you're instantly failing, because in the airport last week, I saw a salad that was about 745 calories and 48 grams of fat. And people were just grabbing them because they were like, this is going to be a healthy snack alternative to whatever. And the fact of the matter is, they would have come out better if they would have got a burger and some fries. So you need to, make sure you know what you're eating, what the calorie counts for things are. Do not assume a salad is low fat. A salad is low fat. And basically, if a food comes in a box, a bag, or a sleeve, you should beware and question what is in it. And some processed food examples include crackers, white breads, frozen dinners, bagged or boxed snacks such as chips and cookies, and some deli meats, and almost anything you can heat and serve pretty quickly. That's a pretty good guideline. Anything like these sort of noodle soups that you just add water items, anything containing the words high fructose, hydrogenated, and the list really goes on and on and on. Point blank, you need to read your labels. If you come across something that you do not know what it is, do not put it in your mouth before you go online and look it up. So, you must take responsibility is another thing. You have to take responsibility for your health. Nobody can lose weight for you. Nobody can make you healthy for you. You have to do it yourself. And you really need to be almost, obsessively aware of everything that goes into your mouth. And I gave the example about when you go out to eat. Maybe something on the menu is 550 calories. You need to ask, is that 550 calories total or just per serving? So that's an example. Just read all your labels and your food packages to know exactly what you're consuming. You need to do this in order to keep your calorie and fat count in check. You can't do something without knowing without being aware, blindly doing something. It's just you're not gonna have good results. You want good results, you have to plan, you have to be vigilant and all of that. So, And one example that got me was I had this favorite brand cereal. Oh, it was delicious. I loved it, loved it, loved it. But it wasn't after, I had consumed a couple of boxes that I realized that that healthy, so-called healthy cereal had so much sugar in it. It was ridiculous. Like it had more. It was like freaking candy, basically. So I neglected to read the box, and so that was my fault. So I'm not going to do that anymore. And a lot of people don't realize that the thing about sugar, when it goes into your body, technically it is fat free. When it gets into your body, it converts to glucose. Glucose is used by your muscles um, as energy. If you have excess glucose that cannot be used, it will your body will store it as fat, and that's what you don't want. So you want to keep the sugar consumption to a minimum if possible if you want to maximize the weight loss. And then also watch your beverages. You need to cut consumption of beverages like sports drinks, coffee drinks, which we all love, fruit juices, sodas, and alcohol. And I cannot tell you how many times people think that fruit juice, because it's natural, that you can just drink however much you want of it and it's just not going to bother you. Fruit juice has a lot of sugar in it. It comes from fruit, but there's no fiber in fruit juice, so there's nothing to keep your body from, as soon as you swallow it, gets in your stomach, it goes right into your bloodstream. So that's like a shot right to your veins of sugar. And there's no fiber there to slow down the absorption or anything like that. So just remember, just because it's natural, it doesn't mean that you could just eat or drink as much as you want. Alcohol makes you gain in two ways. One, it slows down your metabolism. And two, it kind of, when you consume alcohol, it kind of gets in the front of the line. Your body will switch from burning fat to trying to get this alcohol out of your system. So, your fat burning takes a back seat to the metabolizing of the alcohol. And that's something you don't want. Certainly, you can enjoy like a little glass of wine every once in a while. If you go on vacation, have fun. But just keep that in mind. It will hinder your weight loss. And also, if you have dinner and you want to have that glass of wine really bad, don't say you're eating Italian or something like that. You would just cut out your carbohydrates, which would be like your noodles or something like that, and then have the wine. Or just have the noodles and don't have the wine. But you can't have the noodles and the wine. Okay? And the second thing is, you gotta adjust your attitudes. One of my favorite of my mother's sayings is, you can't ride two horses with one ass. And that is very true. You're either going to be over here or you're going to be over here. You really, really, and I'm going to say this in the most compassionate way I can. If you want to be successful at anything in life, and in this case we're talking about weight loss, you need to decide that you're going to do it at all costs, that nothing is going to stop you. The only thing that would stop you is if God himself came down and was like, stop. Otherwise, you're going to be on this. And what I mean by that is, you're not going to be like, well, it's too hard and I don't have willpower. Excuse. You really just need to cut the BS. Say, I want to be thin and I'm going to do what it takes to get my body healthy and looking thin and sexy, and that's just that. And until you do, I'm going to tell you, you're probably going to fail. It's just not going to happen. You're not. I knew this one girl I used to work with was like thinking that she was going to take some pill. She asked me, what do you take to lose weight? Like, I just took a pill and the fat just melted off me. No. No, honey. The pills and stuff, I will say that there are some supplements that do give you great support in your weight loss. But every person who loses weight needs to do the heavy lifting themselves. They need to watch their diet and possibly exercise. I'm not a big exerciser. I do belly dance and dance exercises now. But to lose the bulk of my weight, I didn't exercise at all, to be honest. But I watched my diet. Some people can do it with just exercise. Some people can do it with just diet. I did it with just diet for the most part. Some people need both. Everybody is different. So just adjust your attitude. You really need to have that winning attitude. If you don't, you might as well just hang it up. It's not gonna work. That one girl was like, "What do you take?" It's like she really had this thinking that, and for a long time, she really had this thinking that she was just gonna take a pill and eat whatever she want and not exercise, and she was gonna be skinny mini. Not gonna happen, Captain. It is not going to happen. So let me cut this short. I'm already 11 minutes. Again, all my videos are long. Sorry about that. But, questions, comments. I'm going to keep plugging away on the book. When it's available, I'll let you know. I'll put some kind of link or something somewhere. I may, in the meantime, publish a short ebook, and I'll let you know where you can get it if you want more information. Until then, everybody stay sexy and cute. And I'll see you in the next video.